after your claim. I'm addressing your claim of her being retarded, or you saying that, oh well, she's retarded by the people she hanging out. You keep changing the subject because I know she dumb. How do you know she dumb? I don't care about the girl who all cares about what other people think of her. Dude, we all care about what people think of us. We all care about that. If you didn't care, I will argue, if you didn't care, then you wouldn't be working at your job. You wouldn't be working a 9 to 5. You would actually do what you actually love to do. But because you worry about Bradley and your family, what your parents would think, what your friends would think, if you just quit your job and do what you love to do, you work the 9 to 5. You work the 9 to 5. Your family that relies on me. Bro, you can take care of your family by doing the things you want to do. You don't have to work at the job you currently work at. You do realize that. I do have people rely on me. I got a daughter. I got a ass wife. I do. But also, I had to do what I know that I need to do, or what I want to do, right? Yeah, you say that, right? That's how it goes. That's how it goes, right? You're wrong. Mr. Beast say this. Mr. Beast and a lot of famous people say this, and rich people say that. You're crazy until you get rich. You're wrong until you're right. You only have to be right once. Once you're right, all of a sudden you're a genius. I love that you and Bradley, my brother, y'all always do this. Oh, look at you, look at your life. Until very soon, when I make millions, and then all of a sudden, I'm a good dad. All of a sudden, I'm a good dad. Rich people are fucking weird. I get it. That's why I'm not really taking you seriously. Because you're not rich. You work a 9 to 5 job. And it's always coming from people who work 9 to 5. Now, no offense, slave minds. It always comes from people who work a 9 to 5, slave people, poor people that talk like this. Y'all just can't get it. Y'all just can't understand. Y'all cannot put y'all mind in other people's shoes and say, okay, I get where they're coming from. And that's okay. And when I say slaves, people think that I'm being mean. But what a slave really is, one, the government, the rich people are printing endless of money. If I can print unlimited amount of paper, unlimited, there's no limit of how much money I can print. If I can print a lot of money and give you a little bit and say, do this for me, then you are technically my slave. It's the unlimited money. The government print unlimited money. And they can just take a little bit of that is unlimited and give it to you and say, be here at this time, do this, all this stuff. Then technically you're a slave. You know? But I'm trying to make sure I break out of that stuff. One, I am breaking out of that stuff. The fact that I can stream and have a roof over my head and be fed without a job is a miracle itself. But I also have to stop being lazy, right? But yeah, but my whole point is like, y'all can say all this about my life, and it's like, you're right. And that's the thing. I'm saying this for the viewers that will watch this. Listen, you're going to get people just saying, hey, you're dumb, what you're doing is stupid, you're wrong, you're poor, this and that. Keep going. Because when you get there one day, all of a sudden, oh, he's the man. He's so smart. He got millions of dollars. And they're going to ask you, how do you do it? Oh, how you do it? That's the beauty of this. That's why I don't care what Dan Chaz, Grand Machiavellian, my brother, I don't give a fuck what they really have to say. Because it's like, this is part of the process, of course. And now, are they wrong for saying that? No, they are not wrong. I am being a dumbass. This is a dumbass move. This is crazy. I am being a bad father now by not being there for my daughter right now because I'm trying to be an entrepreneur. I'm not working a 9 to 5. I can work a 9 to 5 and have a normal life. I can work a 9 to 5, have a car, have a stable, a bigger place than this shit, and live an everyday life. I can do that. And then they will call me a good father. But it's like, okay, I'm giving up a path that will make me millions and millions of dollars. People will know who I am. I'm impacting people's lives. I'm teaching people how to make money. All that stuff. Right? I would give all that up to be a good parent? No. But that's how it works. Just like how we got our hopes and dreams, how people save money to retire, how people put money in the 401k because they looking forward to living that long. I'm looking forward. I'm putting my investment in myself. Not no 401k, not no Roth IRA, all this crazy shit you 9 to 5 workers believe in, or saving money and stock and crypto, which is that shit is like not even fucking real, right? Y'all getting played by the higher ups when y'all put your money in crypto and stock market. Y'all not really rich. Anyway, I'm putting the investment in myself. And I suspect that later, maybe not this year, but next year, and 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, I make tens of millions of dollars. Then all of a sudden, I went from overnight, I went from being a bad father to a very good father that did this thing, and now he's so rich, and now he teaching his daughter about financial literacy, and now his daughter got a lot of money to invest and make her own company, and look what kind of company she made from her father's seed money and all this shit, getting into AI and tech and all this stuff. All of a sudden, I'm so smart, I'm so good. This is life, man. So chat, when you see Dan Chaz, people like Dan Chaz, talk all this shit. When you see people like Dan Chaz talk all this shit and pretend that you're not good enough or not worthy or no one shouldn't care about you, it's just noise coming from the arena, from they in the audience. I'm a gladiator. People like me, people like Amaru, her, he was saying she's retarded. Look, there's an AT&T. Is that AT&T? There's an AT&T, $1 billion company on her logo. Sponsor. She's sponsored by AT&T. This is who Dan Chaz said is retarded. We are here to judge her behavior, but if she's retarded, I refuse to believe that. But the thing is, the reason why I talk about this, because normal people, 9 to 5 slaves, this is how they talk. This is how they fucking talk. They will hate on you. They will smear your name. But you have to keep going. I want this to be a clippy. This is going to be a short reel to put on Instagram and TikTok. I want this to be a clippy. Keep going. Even now, me, I'm not up there. I'm broke. I'm poor compared to where I want to be at right now. And does it hurt when people say that? It used to. It used to hurt. When people are like, oh, you're not a good father, and look at you, you're not a man, all this stuff. And I'm like, that hurts. But then I realized, wait a minute, Mr. Beast said it because of Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast and many rich people, successful people say, most people are not willing to be wrong for years. No, Most people are not willing to be wrong for a couple of weeks, a couple of months, a couple of years. They want to be right so much that they work a 9-to-5 job. They go to college. They work a bullshit job that they don't like. They don't want to do. They live a life they don't want to live just to look right. Right? I'm one of those motherfuckers that is willing to look wrong, to look like a bad father, to look like a bad fucking boyfriend, to look like a bad person. And then, but the thing is, are you willing to be wrong until you're right? You only have to be right one time. Meaning that YouTube video, that YouTube short, that Twitch session, that product that you made, that service that you're selling, brings millions and millions of dollars. Everybody know your name. Everybody know who you are. You're impacting people's lives. You know? And so right now, y'all seeing it in real life with Dan Chaz talking this shit to me and talking shit about Emiru. I'm talking shit about Emiru of her behavior, not as a person. To me, I look at this woman. I think she have a beautiful soul. I think she's kind overall. You know? We're humans. This is a human experience that she's having with her ex-boyfriend. So I'm judging her behavior where people like to judge the person. I don't get why people like that because you're not perfect. No one is perfect, right? But for people out there, man, like me, do not give up on your dreams. Live the life. You don't have to meet, brother. You don't have to meet a person to know they're human. Humans are humans. You don't have to meet her. What is this? And that's another thing. This is why I don't want to work a 9-to-5 job or be a slave. This is how we entrepreneurs think. Many people, they live their life based off perception versus perspective. They can only think the way they see things and hear things. They don't know how to step outside themselves. And that requires a lot of thinking. It requires practice. 9-to-5 workers don't have time to do that. They have to wake up, go to work, drive to the work, 2 hours to the job, work for 10, 12 hours, come home, drive another 2 hours, spend time with their girlfriend that look like a good boyfriend and cook like a woman, be cooking food like a woman instead of a woman cook. And then they have to play some video games and watch some TV and they go to sleep and repeat. Do they have time to really think? Do they really have time to really think? And the answer is no, they don't. They don't have time. Like, you don't have to meet this girl to understand that, hey, she's human. She have her flaws, but it's not like she's killing anyone. If she's sexual assaulting people, if she's racist, you know? No, she's a decent human being. And you can tell by their works. Again, 2 million followers. Let's see here, Twitch. How much? 1.9. Sorry.
Maybe I should do something.
1.9. Right? But you have to understand that, ladies and gentlemen, you have to understand it's always the ones that sit in the audience, that sit on the bench that will criticize you. No one would not criticize you if they're doing better than you or on the same path as you, right? You won't get criticized by the by the participants. You will get criticized by the spectators, right? This guy that y'all see talking works a 9-to-5 job, not living the life that he wants to live, saying, I get it. It's noble. Now, that being said, I want this to be on the record here. There's nothing wrong with working a 9-to-5. Do I think working a 9-to-5 is is super bad or whatever. No, it's not. I get it. You got responsibility. You got family to be taken care of. Like you say, I got parents to take care of. That is good. That is noble. My problem with regular 9 to 5 workers, slaves, I had to use that term to get grab attention. My problem with 9 to 5 workers and normal people that live normal lives is that they criticize too much. They talk too much. They hate too much. I guess weak people. I have a problem with weak people. And my daughter, like, she's 10 years old, fucking almost as tall as me. I'm like 5'6". And she's too tall for a 10-year-old. And she still say, Dad, you always say, protect the weak people. Protect the weak. Use my gifts to protect the weak. To be a sheepdog. But it's the weak people that keep bothering me. Keep picking on me. Keep talking about me. I say, Ellie, yes, that's part of their nature for some fucking odd reason. That is part of their nature. But you know what? You still have to do your job. You still have to protect them. So I have to protect 9 to 5 workers by saying, there's nothing wrong with y'all doing. You know, it's an honorable thing, a noble thing to work a 9 to 5 to take care of your family. I get it, right? At least you're not out there doing drugs or being a criminal, for the most part. And so, do I hate 9 to 5 workers? No, I do not hate 9 to 5 workers. I think it's noble, but I hate their mindset. I hate their behaviors. But at the same time, we do need hate. Us people like me, entrepreneurs like me, people that put their self out there like me, need the hate. Because without the hate, then there wouldn't be no motivation. There wouldn't be no word of mouth spread. Hey, have you heard about this person? Have you heard about this guy? Have you heard about this guy? And then the fucking ones that don't hate, have no hate in the bone. They will check the person out, see if their friends are right. And they're like, he seems cool to me. Why are you hating on him? Oh, because he did this. That's not a problem with me. This is how this girl that we talking about here got 1.9 million followers. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people were hating on her. You know? But that's the thing, man. People are not willing to go through this. People are not willing to go through what I'm going through. Right? Broke, poor, being called a bad father because he don't spend time with his daughters much. You know? Even though that a lot of parents do co-parents in different states. At least I'm in the same state as my daughter. I could have been like in California or whatever, living my life. Florida, Miami, Florida, whatever, Charlotte. That's where I originally from. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. I could be doing that and drive her here to North Carolina, but I'm here. I live like 30, 40 minutes away from my daughter, right? There's nothing no one can say to make me feel like I'm a bad father. Nothing. So there's that. But my point is, yes, they are right. Dan Chaz, Graham Machiavellian, they are all fucking right. The haters that say, oh, look at you, you don't have anything, you're a bad father, you don't spend time, they are all right. How long, the question I ask myself every day to keep me going is, how long am I willing to be wrong, to be right? And once I'm right, I'm right forever. Once you get right, one time, that day, when you cross 1 million followers, when you cross $1 million, when you get millions and millions of dollars and everybody know you who you are, you're making an impact, people are thanking you for your content, people are thanking you for your service, people are thanking you for the product. Once that happens, you're right forever, man. Them 10 years of struggling, of being called names will be worth it. And that's the thing about poor people and 9-to-5 workers. They are not willing to do that. They are not willing to do that. They are not willing to look bad. And I'm bringing this up because he keeps saying this. Oh, you care what other people think. I don't care what other people think. I don't care what other people think. Yes, you do. Because you admitted that you don't want to work that job you have. You admitted that. You told me what you wanted to do in your life, which you can't. You just have to make some sacrifice. Look bad. You got the money. You got money saved up. That's the thing. Motherfuckers, a lot of entrepreneurs, when they start, they had nothing. They had $0. They fucking broke. You have hundreds of thousands of dollars in your bank account right the fuck now. You don't have to live. And you also got a girlfriend. You also got a fucking girlfriend that loves you and support you. You have enough money to create your own company. You have enough money to do what you want to do and survive and fucking bring income to what you're doing. But you're too scared to jump off because you're trying to play it safe. You're trying to play it safe. And why are you doing that? Because you don't want the judgment from Bradley. I know you're friends with Bradley. You don't want judgment from Bradley. You don't want judgment for your parents. You don't want judgment for your family. You don't want judgment for your friends. You don't want to look bad. And that's okay. I get it. The pressure. I get the pressure. When I first quit my job, or even now, this hurts. Right? This hurts. To go through judgment of others, it hurts. But the one quote I keep saying, how long are you willing to be wrong to be right one time? This is the biggest speech I ever given, and this is going to go on my YouTube channel. And I'm going to make a lot of clips from this, because I want to encourage people out there that is giving up hope. There is hope. This is for people who are also going through the same hate from their friends and family. Oh, look at you. You giving all this advice and look at your life. Oh, you're a bad father. Oh, you're a bad husband. Oh, you're a bad person because you're putting yourself above others. You're not working a 9-to-5 job and you're clocking in every single day and fucking drive 2 hours to fucking work and getting in car accidents 5 times. Bradley, I'm talking to you, motherfucker. This dude, you want to say, like, that's what I'm saying. Everybody, it's easy to point out the bad in everybody. I'm going to point out the bad in one of them. You're a father. You got a new kid. You got a newborn. Kid is young as fuck. Your wife stay at home. And you think that it is optimal for you to drive 2 hours to work. 2 hours to work. And work 8 hours, then 2 hours back. Now, what if something happens to where your family needs you? Someone is breaking in the house or something happened. It would take you 2 hours. That is you driving fast as fuck to the house to protect your kids and wife. To me, that's a bad father. To me, that's a bad husband. Right? So it's like, dude, what are you doing? And especially if he got the money, right? This person got the fucking money to move closer to the job, like 5 minutes or 10 minutes from the job. But they put the house above the family. Oh, it's a big house. It's a big house. I'm not moving away. I thought family was priceless. Family is priceless. Not only that, he getting in a lot of car accidents, at least a couple of times per year. He recently got into one where it's total. You have to pay $20,000. Now you're losing money now. So when these people saying, "Oh, you're retarded or you're not smart," I'm like, Are you looking in the mirror? Yeah, sure. I'm not smart right now because it's like I'm choosing to be an entrepreneur. I'm rolling the dice on something that might happen. I get it, right? But don't think your shit, what you're doing, your shit is right. That's my point. You know? Even Dan Chaz, I think he's being a dummy. He got the money, he got the means, he got the brain. He got the brains to fucking pull it off, but he's using his fear and his fear of judgment from others to stop him from doing what he needs to do. You know? So, ladies and gentlemen, that's my life lesson of today. Just go out there and do it. If you're not happy of your life, of where you at, your job, be willing to be wrong. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to be wrong, dude. All you have to do is be right one time. Don't give up. Try your best and be right one time. And all of a sudden, you're a fucking hero. You're a fucking genius. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that helped y'all today. I hope those who look at this video in the future, I hope this encourages you to do what you love to do, to live your life, because you only live once. So you won't get it back. You can't travel back in time. Right? I hope this gives you the encouragement to grit your teeth and take the pain of looking like an idiot. Right now I look like an idiot, but that's okay. This is where it starts. This is the foundation. You get better over time, you get better over time, you get better all the time if you show up. And then one day, you just have to be right. You just have to be right one time. Then it's over. You did it. Now those who talking shit is going to feel bad about themselves because they're like, oh, shit. You know what? I wish I was more encouraging to this person. I wish I did this person right. I wish I didn't say the things like calling him a bad father and all this stuff, calling him a retard. Because now he's not going to talk to me anymore. Now he or she won't talk to me anymore. Now they move on. Now they move on to bigger, better things. Now there's new circle because they rich now. Now they around other rich people, and now they strive and moving to next a level. There's levels in life, right? So hold on to the ones that are encouraging you. Hold on to the ones that say, "Hey, man, you can do this." Regardless how it looks, regardless if it's looking bad right now. If you find that friend that know that you're down bad, but they encourage you, hold on to those ones. And leave the ones that is talking shit behind. Because one day, and it can be today, if you have a close friends and family that's like torturing you mentally while you're on your journey to go up, get rid of them. But that's easy said than done. But one day they would just be a memory. That's how life goes, man. You have to make sacrifice. One day they would just be a memory, and you just on the new world, in the new world, you know. So let's move on. I hope this speech helps. I really do. I know this speech helped me. I'm going to go back and look at this speech. Because there have been times I want to give up, like, man, am I crazy? You know? Am I? The answer is yes. But, yeah, I am crazy. But it's like some days I'm like, maybe I should get a 9 to 5. Maybe I should settle down and use my security clearance and get a 6-figure job as well. Go into the IT tech company as well. clocking in on a desk job, doing the same routine every day, not getting vacation. Okay? At least my bills are paid. You know? But the shit that I'm saying to y'all now is what I say to myself every fucking day. I am willing to look like a bad guy. I'm willing to look like a piece of shit until I'm right. I only have to be right one motherfucking time. That's it. Yes, they are right today. Yes, they were right all the years, the past years. Yes, they were right. Yes, they will be right in the next few days. The next few months, they will be right. Maybe in the next year, they will be right. Well, what about the year after that? Or in 5 years, in 10 years? Who cares, baby? You only had to be right one time to be fucking successful and make a great impact. So, ladies and gentlemen, let them keep talking. Do not get discouraged. Do not give up. Do not give up. Do not give in. No matter how much you look. Look, if you have to eat noodles for the whole month or year, rest of this year is 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have to eat fucking noodles for the rest of the year, it's 2025. Do so. Do it. Do not work a 9-to-5 job. If that's not your desire, if that's not what in your heart to do so, do not work a 9-to-5 job. Go ahead. Be homeless. Sleep in your car. But make sure you educate yourself. Make sure you show up. Make sure you go to the gym. Make sure you're eating right. Make sure you learn how to speak, learn how to communicate. Make sure you learn how to sell. Attack, attack, attack. Attack, attack, attack until you fucking win. Keep cutting down that tree until it falls. All right. It's been a great session. Now let's move on to news.